look, yoink, these cars are revving. Oh. Desert you. Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to Whistlebury Hall for the Silverstone Classic. We've been invited here by Mosul UK. We've been staying at Whistlebury Hall and these are our fellow guests. So this is the Saturday night. This video is going to be for the Sunday, but I thought I'd show you what's at the hotel because they might not be here tomorrow morning. So I'd start the video here. We're going to watch Sisters Legend Gabriel on circuit. And then tomorrow night, we're going to watch Rick Astley, and he is not going to give us up. There's an F40 here as well, you might have noticed. And also, in the previous video, I told you that I'd let you know what I thought about Hawkston cider that I got from the Diddley Squat pop-up shop. I missed Jeremy Clarkson, he was there today, and it's good. It's a bit bittersweet, but a nice all-round, well-balanced cider. Chloe liked it too. She's definitely got water in that flask and nothing else. We're walking through the campsite. There's a few nice classics parked up because down here is a walkway into Silverstone. You may recognise this location from the Yakushi Japanese shows. Wow, we have a mural to Frank Williams and you can write your own message with a provided pen to Sir Frank. Oh dear, we didn't drink, we had a bit too much apple juice. That was all it was, so we're a bit late today, but welcome to Sunday. Sunday is the main day. We're going to see Rick Astley tonight. That's what the whole day leads up to. I'm going to wear these glasses and an Escort Cosworth that's just turbo boosted in front of us. This guy's got some Motul branded whacking devices, so our goal is to find the Motul stand and acquire some and have a fight. So here we are on site right by the Sporting Bears, and there is a small supercar lineup with a slammed R8 and the Car Calendar Cayman, and Car Calendar have also sponsored this video, and they are your source for finding some of the UK's best car meets, shows and events for modified cars, classics, supercars, anything. Links in the video description for Car Calendar so you can attend the meets that I go to. The Classic Z register has a presence too, with a modern Z saying yoinks like Velma, and the GTR Drivers Club once again has a presence. R33 GTR, we've got some R35s, and getting all the attention is the yellow R34 GTR. And from last year we have the 2000 GTR, the C110. It's a racing concept car replica and all the facts are on the back. I made a video about it last year, you can watch that somewhere. And over the bridge we have more modified cars, if you'd like to call them that, at the Classic show. So there's a large S2000 presence, some of which are more modified than others. Oh, there's a Mclaren F1. A Mclaren F1's just turned up. Oh, I'm not going to get there in time. I'm not going to run because people are going to think I'm a madman, which I am, but look! McLaren F1 with the high downforce kit has just rolled in.
Can we follow it?
Well, that's going down to the international paddock, so that's going to have a long drive. We're going to see it later. But whilst the McLaren has turned up, we'll see it later. Chloe's been looking forward to seeing these cars. I think these are the Festival of the Unexceptional cars. So you've got like standard but clean Ford Mondeo. And apparently out of 600,000 that were made, only 246 are left. And I don't mean 246,000, 246 Mondeos of this generation are left on the road. But beyond, we have a very different section, the GT40 Owners Club, with a Ford GT and an Ultima that's kind of gate crashed. They're members of the club, so they're allowed in, but the rest of them are recreations of the legendary GT40, and there are so many today. This one is fantastic. It's a 22 plate. This is a brand new build. How many back boxes does that have? Well, 6 is the answer. You found them, have you? I found the foam fingers. So I've got some test kits for my oil for all my cars, and Chloe's going to spend the rest of the day whacking me with her new item from Mosul. That's slightly more annoying. Yeah, we've got oil testing going on in there as well. And here we have every one of Lewis Hamilton's championship winning cars all in a row, from McLaren to Mercedes. And whilst earlier we had a GTR Drivers Club, we now have the GTR Owners Club with a 33, a 32, a 33 and 2 more R34 GTRs. It's crazy how commonly you're going to see these mixing with the classic cars, because these are appreciating far more than some of the others. I mean, these are replicas, as we know. But you now join us in the international paddock with the Silverstone auction, which is where Princess Diana's old Escort sold for over £700,000 yesterday. Mark 1 Focus RS is in here, and I'm looking for the supercar section, which I think is further down, because I'm going to be judging that in a little bit. But we've arrived at the Supercar Legends, and they're actually going out on track. We've just missed them. We've got the SLR, it's on its way out. There's an MC12 GT is revving, the Ford GT. We've arrived at the worst time. But inside the cars that aren't going around track, we've got the GT1 Maserati MC12 next door to the road-going variant. There's the original Bentley blower moving around. There was an F50 and a few more revolutions. We've got the new Maserati MC20 next to the MC12s, and then the new Ferrari 296 GTB. What have they done to this poor truck? They've chopped it off. But whilst the supercars are going around the circuit on their parade, I have found my favourite paddock, the Le Mans paddock. There are various anniversaries this year. Group C are celebrating, I think, 30 years or maybe even more. Derek Bell is posing for photos before an interview, and over here we've got the lineup of Rothmans Porsches. But here they all come back from their session. It's our first time to see the De Tomaso P72 in its new livery, resembling the colours of the De Tomaso logo. We've got the dark blue and the white and duck egg blue stripes. That is just the most beautiful car, and it sounds incredible too. Oh, maybe I should give that the win. That is the prototype P72, that one. It's been in a few colour schemes. This is its brand new colour for the Classic. I want to see and hear more of this De Tomaso. That V12 sounding incredible. A stunning relaunch of the De Tomaso brand. From Ford UK, we have their Ford GT. There is a Huracan in the mix as well. The SLR is white wheeling the world. We've had a few V8 revs from the side pipes just behind that front wheel. And next along is the De Tomaso Pantera that won a few years ago, and then the F50, but I picked an F40 last year, so I shouldn't really keep on trend. And finally entering, we have the new Bentley Baccarat, which again I think looks really great, a convertible version as well. And this F50 just sounds incredible. That must be completely straight pipes. So loud. F1 inspired V12 in the F50. So after much consideration, I really want to gift it to the MC12s, but I think due to crowd reactions alone, the P72 is deserving of the prize. But after that honour of picking the Yokohama Supercar Legends winner, the P72, I can't wait to see more and more of that car. We saw 3 of them at Le Mans Classic this year. I've now found where the Mclaren F1 has parked, so we're going to walk to that, have a look at that, and then enjoy the rest of the day. Oh, would you look at that? My 2 favourite cars, the Cobra driving past the Mclaren F1. Real one too. This is my section, and it really sums up why I love classic cars. We have the McLaren F1 high downforce kits, we have an AC Ace next to it, and over the road we even have TVR Wedge, TVR 350i in red. Obviously I had one of these. Great to see one in the lineup. Series 1 Lotus Elise in blue. I had a toy car just like that. That's another favourite, and some lads on a quad bike loving life. Let's have a look at the TVR. Oh yes, they always sit really high at the front, so mine had lowered suspension. This one's really clean condition. They've still not really gone up in value because no one really appreciated the look of them. I think the rear is a better looking part of the car than the front end of it. So we have the gorgeous Fraser Nash. We've got another race car. Lovely. I think that was a Lister, and here is the McLaren F1. So it's not a GTR, it is a standard McLaren F1, if you want to call it standard, with the high downforce kit. So it's got the splitter, the spoiler on the back, and then it's got like LM style wheels on it as well, I believe. This is the Alfa Romeo section, and this is apparently an Alfa Romeo. It's a Mark IV MX5 with an Alfa grille on it.
Oh my god!
But it's even got Alfa Romeo wheels. I think that could be an Alfa grille, Alfa badging. Inside it's all still MX5 other than the Alfa Romeo steering wheel. And around the back, oh, it's got Alfa Spider rear. Oh my, that is crazy. What do you think of that? But we are back in the MX5, ready to go to our campsite. You see this car here? We saw some group of people opening the doors and looking at the car. So I confronted them saying, excuse me, is this your car? Obviously it wasn't. And I told them don't touch other people's cars. So we need to educate the world. If you see people doing that and you don't think they are the owners of the car, even touching is bad, but getting in the car and opening the doors and things, it's just wrong. We need to educate people. But we're going to head to the campsite, set up a tent, and then come back in here and watch Rick Astley, and hopefully he doesn't give us up. Oh, Cobra. Oh, look, a Ford GT40 in the mirror. He's not overtaking, it's annoying. I want to hear him blast past. Oh, he's broken down. Oh dear. He's very, very camera shy, that's what it is. I want to see the GT40. Classic, this fuel station gets very busy, full of classics. We have some classics. I am acting cup holder. Oh yeah. So, welcome to our campsite, which looks suspiciously like a hotel. We ran into some problems, meaning we can't camp, so we found a hotel and we've booked that and we're staying here, but we're still going to see Rick Astley. Don't worry about that. Exit to have a journey, a 500 metres safe home. I just heard the distinctive sound of an F40. And here it is. Yes, this hotel is actually part of the hotel we stayed at last night, and this F40 is our guest. I knew I recognised the sound. But you join us pretty much where we started the video, on our way to Silverstone with my phone. We're going to see Rick Astley and I'm going to show you, well, I don't know, I could Rick roll them. Look at them go! They're panting like dogs. Do you think all these cars have broken down? Or maybe they're just staying to watch Rick Astley. It's exciting! Here he is! Here he is!
I'm never gonna.
So that was Rick Astley. He's now talking to the crowd, so there's uncopyrighted content in the background. So I hope you enjoyed that video from Silverstone Classic. So go follow me on all my social channels for all the updates and highlights of the Silverstone Classic content that I filmed. But for now, thanks for watching. He's turning around and deserting us. Why is he doing? He said he'd never do that. What's going on?